Hey everyone, sorry it took so long to get to my review of Ghost Rider. Unfortunately, I've been really sick and there was a lot of chaos going through my life. However, I did watch the first two episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Now, I've been very vocal about how much I don't like Robbie Reyes in the comic book. The TV show, let me just say, I love him. It's bang on. Gabriel Lucas does a superb job portraying the character, makes him much more realistic, and frankly, I love the direction he's taking Ghost Rider in. In terms of Ghost Rider himself, fortunately, there is no evidence of his satanic uncle, Ellie or Eli. Sorry, I don't know the proper pronunciation of his name, but that remains to be seen. From what I've seen of this Ghost Rider, it does seem to be more of a Johnny Blaze incarnation in which Robbie has made a deal with the devil. Again, don't know if it's Mephisto, Satan, or Lucifer. Could be anyone. Still too early in the series to find out. But let's keep it real here. The Ghost Rider is phenomenal. There are some elements missing from him. I don't recall seeing his famous chain, but it's still early. He might still show up and sport it. There's no evidence of the penance stare, which is a travesty in my mind, because that's probably one of his definitive powers. I still don't like the car. I'm sorry. I know some of you like the idea of a car. I don't. To me, Ghost Rider is all about being on a motorcycle or the ancient equivalent or of a horse. Yes, we have seen him in the comic books or incarnations of Ghost Rider on an elephant, on a surfboard even. I think there was one where he was riding a shark. Don't quote me on that. I gotta double check. But to me, he's either should be on a horse in pre-industrial era to a motorcycle in the modern era. The reason this being is because I find it makes him much more visual of a character. It's much more of a threat coming up. I mean, if you see this flaming skull coming far away on this flaming motorcycle, you'd be running, you'd be terrified. But from a car, I don't know. I'm just not feeling the car. I'm sorry. I get it. He's Ghost Rider and he's supposed to ride, and a car technically fits that definition. But I'm sorry. It just bugs me. That's just me. But I'll live with it for what it is. Not a problem. Yeah, Ghost Rider does kill. Although I'm okay with it. I'm okay with him killing. To be honest, Ghost Rider doesn't really kill humans. At least the Danny Ketch incarnation refused to. There were some exceptions to this rule at times, but that was sort of like his thing. He just didn't kill humans. Demons he had no problems with. Ghost, it just remains to be seen. So far so good. Still early in the season. Got to see what they do with him. Still room for surprises. I admit I was wrong. The Robbie Reyes Ghost character is pretty good. I still would like to see some reference to maybe Johnny Blaze or Danny Ketch or the Ghost Riders that have come before him. I don't know. We'll see. Still too early. Right now they just want to establish this character and build up to the Doctor Strange movie. Well, and so going on to the further develop the character and a supporting cast, Gabe Reyes, good to see him in there. This is where I'm disappointed. This could have been such a phenomenal acting gig for Lorenzo James Henry. I mean, we've all seen Lorenzo as a normal teen on Fear the Walking Dead, but what I liked about Gabe is what he was different. He's in a wheelchair. He has some sort of mental handicap. Again, they've never specified which one, but that's what I liked about him. That's why I like the comic book Gabe much more than Robbie Reyes. I don't know, just humanizes him. I do like Robbie's aspect of looking out for his little brother and his raison d'etre. That's why he does what he does, is to look out after Gabe. But keeping it real, the character just doesn't bug me. TV show, great. Comic, no. Now, going back to Gabe, what I was about to say, what I really don't like, I like Gabe as the mentally challenged person in the wheelchair. Although it's still early, we've only seen Lorenzo Henry portray him for a couple minutes in the first 2 episodes. It looks like he is in a wheelchair, no question of that, but it looks like he's not mentally challenged in any way. Personally, I think that would be amazing opportunity for Lorenzo James Henry to have stretch his acting chops. Could probably even win him an Emmy. I mean, that's something that I would have loved to have seen. Again, still too early. Don't know too much about Gabe in the series just yet. We might be surprised. So what's left to say? Well, I guess the other big surprise was that the Darkhold is going to make an appearance on the show. It's already been mentioned as the reason for the ghosts to be around. I don't even know if they are ghosts or what they are, their backstory. But we're just gonna have to wait and see how that plays up. I would love to see the Darkhold imp. That would be funny or interesting. Depends how they want to play the character. I hope the Darkhold is the what's the word I'm using? The catalyst or the bridge to Doctor Strange, because Doctor Strange normally keeps the Darkhold, but sometimes it does escape his grasp, and stuff happens. So we'll see what happens there, and I'm curious if we will see any of the Darkhold Redeemers, Victoria Montesi, Sam Buchanan, or Professor Louise Hastings. I'm actually really amazed I remember their names. They're such obscure characters, but we'll just have to see what happens. It will be interesting. Other than that, I think I pretty much covered everything on how I'm enjoying the series so far. In terms of character interactions around the Ghost Rider, yeah, I do like Daisy's first reaction. First thinking he's an Inhuman, naturally, since they just came off this huge Inhuman stint, and there's Inhumans popping up all over the world. The fight between Daisy and Ghost Rider is something, let's face it, I never expected to see. It's never happened in a comic book. Ghost Rider back in the 90s when he was popular, he was more hanging around Wolverine, Spider-Man, the X-Men, all the popular characters. So to see him with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D, in this case fight Quake, it's interesting. Also, Mac's reaction to Ghost Rider and Fitz's reaction. Frankly, I can't stand Fitz. I really hate him. I hate his whining constantly for Gemma. He drove me crazy last season. But I would like to see Fitz and Gemma try and come up with some sort of scientific explanation for Ghost Rider. Other than that, it just remains to be seen. I'll publish more reviews as I go, and we'll take it from there. Until next time, signing off. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Watch my featured video in the center, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Hurry, or I'll go crazy and rant about it.